Hey, what's up guys, it's Fisayo here, and this is my unboxing and review of the Huawei Y9 Prime 2019 with the pop-up selfie camera. I've used this device for some time now, and this video is simply me sharing my experience with this device, the things I like and the things I felt could have been better. Basically, it's pros and cons. Also, I asked you guys on Twitter and Instagram what you'd like to know, and I'll be answering all those questions in this video. Without further ado, let's get to the video. The Y9 Prime 2019 was launched in May of 2019 globally, but here in Nigeria, it was launched on the 10th of July, or 3 days before this video is live, and pre-order starts on the 15th of July. As I said, I've used this device for some time now, and here's my review, so stick around to the end of the video. Let's dive in. Starting with the unboxing of this device, so when you open the box, you get the Y9 Prime 2019 itself wrapped in a semi-loose bag, and for my first impressions, the device feels thick. We'll get to it later. Underneath it is where we get the gift box, which houses the SIM ejector pin, a nice silicone case with the relevant cutouts, and underneath that is where we get the USB-C cord. Thumbs up for that. Regular power adapter, headphones, and there's no manual or warranty on my model here in box, but I think it's because it's a review unit, so that's probably why. Getting back to the device, it does feel thick and it has some weight in the hand, and I think it could be because of that huge 4000 mAh battery. Taking the wrap off the front of the device, we've got the 6.59 or approximately 6.6 inch screen, and this is more display than the iPhone XS Max for comparison and for scale. On the back of the Y9 Prime 2019, we've got the triple camera setup. The first camera is a 2 megapixel f2.4 depth sensor, and the second camera is a 16 megapixel f1.8 wide angle camera, and the separate camera is an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera. And underneath the cameras is the flash. Beside the cameras is the AI camera branding, and to the center is the fingerprint reader. I like the dual tone that we have on the back of the device. It kind of reminds me of the Google Pixel devices. Towards the bottom of the device is the Huawei branding, and at the right of it are the certifications. On the front of the Y9 Prime, at the top of it, the most visible thing we see here is the speaker tucked away at the top of the device, and all the body of the Y9 Prime is really rounded in how it feels, and I'm actually a fan of this style. It just feels flush through your hands. So yes, as far as how it feels in hand, it's very good, but it could be slippery. I say cool because the back is in glass, so you're kind of covered if it falls. To the right, we've got the power button and the volume rockers, and at the bottom is where we've got the headphone jack, microphone, USB-C ports, a single speaker which you can accidentally block when you're consuming content. There's nothing to the left, and to the top of the device is the secondary microphone, the pop-up camera, and a hybrid SIM slot where you can put a memory card which is expandable up to 1 terabyte. If you want to use dual SIM here, you have to either sacrifice a memory card or sacrifice your second SIM if you want to use a memory card. It took just a minute and 30 seconds to set up the Y9 Prime 2019, and from here is Emotion UI or EMUI 9.0.1. running on Android 9. To the display of the Y9 Prime 2019, it's a 1080 by 2340p LCD display, 6.59 inches with a PPI of 391. I kind of wish it was an AMOLED display though, but the 84.3% screen to body ratio already looks cool. Pretty similar to what we got on the Oppo F11 Pro. As far as customizability, you can customize the grid arrangement of the Y9 Prime. You can also customize the themes with multiple stock designs. You can adjust the font size and of course eye comfort to lower the blue light filter. There's a mode that kind of mimics dark mode, but it's just an inverted color mode. Huawei says this may affect the performance, but I can't say exactly how. I'd like to lean towards the battery saving option in terms of how its performance is being affected, but I really don't like it and I won't be using it. Inside the accessibility for display, you can adjust the navigation buttons from left to right, and you can even add an extra button for your control center and notification drop down. You can also hide the navigation buttons, but at this point, the whole bottom of the phone kind of feels very clustered, but it still works, sort of. My model has 4GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, which are both fine for the most part, for most people's needs as well, and that 4GB of RAM really treats multitasking well. The processor of the Y9 Prime 2019 is an octa-core high silicon Kirin 710F, and if you remember on the Y9 2019, it was an high silicon Kirin 710 without the F, and according to Huawei, this is an advanced processor and it's slightly better than its predecessor because of that added F. Anyway, tasks did load fast on here and I have no complaints about performance whatsoever. And as far as the Bluetooth version, it's Bluetooth 5.0. Sound on the Y9 Prime 2019 was just fine, and as I mentioned earlier, you can actually block out the sound if you place your hands wrongly on the speaker grill. As far as tests, here's how the Y9 Prime sounds. So this is the voice recording from the Huawei Y9 Prime 2019. I'm putting the phone in the same position where I'll put it when I'm making a phone call. Do let me know what you think about the sound quality coming right out of the Huawei Y9 Prime 2019. It doesn't really hit much on the bass, and for songs that are bass heavy, it sounded a little bit flat. The headphones that come with the device also sounded okay, but it was a bit flat as well, not very rich in the mid-tones and the lows, and the bass almost seems similar to the feedback I gave on the main speaker itself. As you know, the special feature of the Y9 Prime 2019 is that 16 megapixel f2.0 motorized pop-up camera, and from other pop-up cameras I've used, the Y9 Prime seems a little bit slower, but it's definitely not inconsiderable or unusable. It pops up only when you want to use the front camera, as there is no face unlock option. The pop-up camera has also got a drop detection feature like many other pop-up cameras as well. The back camera has an aperture mode for depth shots, night mode, portrait mode, photo mode, and a whole lot more modes including pro mode. On the front camera side of things, it's just portrait mode, photo and video mode. There is no front-facing flash, it's just a screen flash or widescreen to project light onto your face. About the image quality, wide angle and 1x lens shots has a lot of details, and it can only zoom up to 6 times. It's also at that 6 times that the color shift. You see this chromatic aberration. I didn't really notice a drastic shift between the wide and the ultra wide lens as well, even on the greens, but the 6x shots would require a stable subject and stable hands to get the best results. Portrait mode didn't always hit for my shots, but on the front camera, portrait mode also tries to beautify my face, but with a fair bit of detail. However, the night mode was a bit impressive. At the extreme left is the way I actually see it with my real eyes, but the night mode converts that into this without a flash straight out of the camera, but a flash is always better, as you can see here. This is evident in the second shot of these headphones as well. I don't see myself using the night mode except maybe if I travel to cities with a lot of light, and I can make use of the night mode feature. As far as video, there is no sign of stabilization as well. So this is the front-facing camera video quality of the Huawei Y9 Prime 2019. I'm using the front camera. It's a pop-up camera, and it also records in stereo audio as well. There's a microphone up at the top and at the bottom of this smartphone. So it records in stereo audio, and it also has this exposure thing. I think we should make a hashtag exposure gate or something. I don't know, but I think it's a normal thing with these smartphones, you know, where the front-facing camera focuses on just your face and then blurs everything out in the background. It also does not autofocus. As you can see, my finger is very close to the pop-up camera lens here, and it can't focus on it for some reason. It just still focuses on my face. So there's that. So that's pretty much it for the front-facing camera video quality. Again, let me know your thoughts about the sound quality and the video quality in the comment section down below. The Huawei Y9 Prime 2019 costs 83,900 naira, and Huawei's main competitor for the Nigerian market, especially with this pop-up camera feature, is the Oppo F11 Pro, which has a similar storage size but a larger 6 GB of RAM. And the pop-up camera is actually faster, but at a price point of 136,000 on the Oppo. It's going to be tough to beat the Y9 Prime 2019, especially at that price. So that's it for my review. Yes, I did try to look at everything you guys sent me for your questions and try to answer them in this video as detailed as possible. What are your thoughts on the Y9 Prime 2019? Do comment them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.